morning, guys. Happy picnic day to everyone who observes this holiday. I know it's a national holiday, but I don't know if it's a global one, or some people just straight up don't recognize it. So, excuse me, my voice indicates I'm still not 100%, which I'm not. I am, however, a lot better than I have been over the last 4 days. The dry cough has gone to a phlegmy cough, which is good. Means it's on the tail end of whatever the hell it is. My headache, for the most part, is gone. That's another bonus. And my aching joints, well, I mean, they're always aching because I'm getting old, but for the most part they're settled, they're happy-ish. I'm going this way. Now, the roads should be very empty this morning, which I am going to utilize because I really want to go for a ride. But I do have a slight ulterior motive to this ride. Well, two slight ulterior motives. The first is I am going to pop into my work and actually make sure it's locked. The second is I'm going to test my prolonged battery idea. So we shall see if either of those things happen. Either way, it is 23 degrees, lovely morning. My voice is starting to clear up a little bit. Hopefully it comes through. And yeah. Now I know this might seem annoying to anyone who's watching this, but I need to keep this up because it seems every time I don't keep it open, the Bluetooth audio connection fails and I lose half my recording. Thankfully, the two times this happened has been moments where I wasn't really saying much, so yay, I guess that was fortunate. But it's not ideal. I don't like it happening. That being said, if this there you go, lights have just gone out. So I get a wave. Yeah, I got a wave. Oh, such a good Monday morning already. Excuse me. If my prolonged battery idea works, that means that instead of being very selective and having to be finicky with the camera, I can just film all day, and then I can, quickly, at the end of the day, delete whatever footage I don't need, which is, boring or whatnot, and I hopefully won't miss anything. I have been playing around with the Insta360, which I think I've said before, but I'll say it again. And this time, I figured it out, and I know how to get the footage exactly how I want it, and how to keep it that way. So, at some point or another, gonna have some more footage. Like, you'll see the difference. It is night and day. Even when his camera is only on 720p and mine's on 4K, his still looks so much better. Well, they could just be saying something about my eyesight and sitting in front of a computer all day. I'm not complaining. I mean, I like sitting in front of computers. So yeah, no traffic, which is why I'm taking the long way into work to make sure it's locked, but I don't want to get there too early or I'm going to be sitting around twiddling my thumbs for half an hour. So I'm just going to enjoy the morning ride. And once again, I have forgotten to get fuel, so who knows, maybe I'll pop on in and grab some fuel as well. Now I can't go that way because it's going to take me a bloody hour to get to work then. Hello, Mark Turner. Could have sworn he got removed from the ballot. It feels so good to be back on two wheels. Like, you guys have no idea. Just 2 days of not being on it has really, really hurt me mentally. Like I said, this is my meditation. This is my mental health companion. It just, if I don't go on a daily ride, it feels like I'm doing something wrong. And the black dog catches up. I don't want that black dog catching up, because it ain't my black dog. Yeah, fuck it, we'll go this way. Go this way. Take a slightly longer way through Bellamac and Roseberry and all that. I do have favourite routes through Palmerston. There's Roseberry on that side, there's Bellamac on the other, so it's kind of funny that way. I'm literally going straight between two suburbs. But no, I've had enough joyrides over the last decade to really like figure out exactly which routes I prefer going on. And yeah, I'm a bit of a creature of habit. I like going through some routes more than others. But today I feel like every route's going to be a good route, so fuck it. Let's go this way. Look at all the bin chickens on the field. Hopefully I won't stop talking at any point and keep it entertaining and lively and really let my autism shine through. And hopefully everyone can forgive me for the terrible voice and the terrible cough. I know that road's closed, but well, I say closed, it's not even finished yet. Oh, what a day. What a lovely day. And we're going down Bertram Road. So yeah, as anyone can tell by all the skid marks on the ground, this is a favourite place for people in very nice cars to do donuts. Probably because late at night there's very little traffic out here. Can't blame them. I've been doing the same thing. I still had my my SS. Keep that open. Yep, it's still open. Awesome. Oh god, it is so nice. It feels so good to be back on the steed. Yeah, see, lots and lots of donuts. A little workers' village. I'm sure they're doing important things on picnic day. Alright, now that road has gone a little more development, but I'm not going that way, we're going this way. Hello, plovers. Hopefully the beautiful morning light comes through how I hope it does, because it really is pretty most mornings up here in Darwin. You just get spectacular wide open skies with clouds and amazing colours, and there's not really much smog up here, so realistically the only kind of pollution we have is light pollution, which, you know, that's everywhere these days, which just means that you can't see the lovely sky at night. Also fucks with the temperature. Makes it warmer than it should be because the air doesn't have enough time to cool down. I don't know. Light pollution's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, and the science is a little bit weird. It's a public holiday. We're closed, so I don't need to do 40 k's an hour. You remember when that got finished? It was just how long it's been since I've been down this route. Excuse me. Oh yeah, now my dry nose is starting to come back up there. I just said I was getting better. I just said I was getting better. I just praised my body for getting better, and now it's doing this shit. Ah. Oh Lord. One of my brothers and his partner live down here. I say lived because they don't live there anymore. To be honest, I think they needed a bigger space anyway at the time. So, yeah, I mean, there's like just enough twisties to keep entertaining, and when there's not really any traffic, things just work. And I'm not getting this light. I will be fucking... Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say I'll be fucking astounded if I get this light, but I'm not gonna. That's okay, because it will go back to me very shortly. Ah, there's Johnston Mickey D's. See, it's gone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. There we go. It's just a nod. Good enough. Good enough indeed. Alright, that's that bit done. Now yep. So it's 7:20ish now by my calculations, because I still haven't adjusted the time on my oh, excuse me. Nope, it's 7:18. I got my phone up. Why am I even bothering? So 7:18 should take me roughly 15-20 minutes to get to work from here. Well, oh, such a good sound. And by good I mean great. Ah, back on the road. Seeing the lovely sky. I think this road was recently touched up by the look and feel of it. Again, wonder when that happened. Shows how long it's been since I've used this road. Oh god, I gotta clean this helmet. Spray some disinfectant in it. I think I've mentioned it in the past, but the old man has also taken a recording of him rolling up his, well, I think unpacking and rolling up his swag. I haven't actually checked the footage, but I'll do the same. I'll do that. We'll splice them together, see if our other mate can do the same thing, and we'll, you know, I really want this to be like a really good recording of a trip. I don't want it to be one of those trips where it's like, oh, here's 2 minutes of footage and here's me talking about it for 2 hours, and not showing you any of the good footage. No, I want to show you the good footage. I really do. Alright, so that one, I bet, if I go in this lane, okay. So there's no cameras here. I just get in front of that car, and possibly that Swift. I think I'm going to manage both fairly easily. Yep, looks like it. Looks like they're speeding up a little bit. Hammer barn. Hammer barn. Yep, awesome. Got this lane now. What's that sign up there say? If it says something about cyclists, I'm going to murder the council. Increased road activity, drive to conditions, share the road. Okay, cool. Yep, I agree. Road trains do need extra space. They have a lot of weight behind them. Can't slow down as quickly as myself, let alone a car. Absolutely. Yep, looks like everything's still basically closed. There is a little bit of a conflict with my my roster, which is why I'm heading into work. I have a fairly certain feeling that I am not meant to be working today, but because I was sick pretty much all of last week, I didn't actually have time to confirm with any of the bosses if that was the case, because the roster says something completely different. So I'm using this opportunity to get a good ride in. I will go check. Like it's a habit, and I normally go check that the workplace I work at and the security guard is, you know, secured. Anyway, just my own peace of mind. I think I'm the only security guard who does that up in their own time. But the ride's decent enough. Makes up for it. Alright, still recording. Awesome. Going to stay in this lane because he's speeding up now. Excellent. Truly excellent. And yeah, I also don't have a working scanner at home. Work does have a scanner. I have an access card, so I'm going to go in there and quickly use the scanner. Excuse me. And just double check everything's all secure, because I checked my emails yesterday. Briefly. Nothing too important to note. Most of it was like, you know, general correspondence and whatnot, like, hey everyone, and like, doesn't apply to me, doesn't apply to me, doesn't apply to me, and won't apply to me if it doesn't apply to me. Move them all as read into their individual folders. Then checked the timetable sheets and said pretty much nothing is on, but I'd rather play it safe and be looked at as an imbecile for going into work on a day I'm not supposed to be going in than get a infuriated call from the bosses asking where I am, because that's happened to me once, and that was my own cock up, and it was over 10 years ago, but it still hits me that I fucked up that night, because I was an idiot and didn't account for what the roster actually meant. This was in a completely different job, mind you, 10 years ago. God help me, I was, surprisingly, I was a lot heavier. I was working at Macca's, and wasn't in a good place, mentally. Was not in a good place at all. Alrighty. Thankfully, because it's a public holiday, I don't think... Yeah, they're not doing any roadworks. Thank fuck. Still gotta slow down a little bit, but not as much as I would normally have to. See, this is beautiful. Truly beautiful. Fucking spectacular, eh? Let's just slow down a little bit more. So what are they going to do? They've got to keep compressing that, they've got to flatten the earth down, and they've got to seal it, and then they've got to put tarmac on it. Sounds simple. Hell, I even think it's simple, but there's a lot of fine-tuning that's got to go into roadworks, especially up here with all that dirt that's not supposed to be here. So I am not going to complain too harshly. I'll complain, but not too harshly. Compared to some of the roads I've seen, the roads up here are pretty good. A decent amount of love and care has been put into them. That might not be entirely true for the whole of the Stewart Highway, but at least for up here, it takes them this long to do it, and I see how many people they have working on it. I would hope that they're putting a decent amount of love and care into it. Come on, don't fuck up early now. There we go, still on, yep, still on the impulse helmet, awesome. Now, let's get up to speed. Beautiful. Now I hear everyone who's gone into, let's say, Texas has gone, oh, you know, it's got that big open Texan sky. Well, we've kind of got a version of that. It's the outback Queensland sky, where it's beautiful and it goes on forever. And you got the same sort of, well, at least in my mind, the same sort of terrain where there's just a shitload of grassland. See, now my bike's even like, I've got no low fuel, you should fill me up. I'll get to it. I will get to it, I promise. This will probably be green by the time I get to it. Yeah, I'm braking. Braking. Yeah, we're looking. Ah, there we go, see? Ah, so good. So I can't wait to try and capture that on footage, and as well as well, the Western Australia like wilderness is its own beast, because it's the biggest state in Oz, and I'm from Western Australia originally. I may be raised up here, but I was born Western Oz, and I do feel like I'm coming home every time I go through there. It's its own beast, same as Queensland. Everyone in Australia is its own beast. You'll never hear me saying, oh, this looks exactly the same as this. It doesn't. Victoria, almost from the border, feels completely different to South Australia and New South Wales. I haven't been to Hobart yet, but I'm hoping that when I do go to Hobart, that it's exactly the same. It seems like every time I'm speaking, it takes the recorder a minute to actually pick up that I am speaking. Blue means shush. Blue means I'm speaking. White just means it's background noise. And yeah, sometimes I'm speaking, and then you'll see that it's mostly white or grey, whatever the fuck that colour is. I'm not really paying too much attention to it. I am talking to you guys. I'm on the road, and there's a cyclist going up the hill. You're a brave man. Although it is definitely the 23 degrees, perfect temperature for cycling, I guess. I have no idea. I've been on cycling since I was a kid. At least not recreationally. Yes. Oh, it's great having the roads to myself. mostly. Don't have to stress about holding me up. I can just take my hands off the wheel, or the handlebars as it were, and just kind of roll with it. Just, excuse me, just relax. Now, I have not ridden through there in God knows how many years, because I've had no reason to go through that suburb. We'll see. We shall see indeed. A red light? Never. I reject you. No D&D yesterday. Turns out I'm not the only one who's sick. Most of us have been sick, are sick, or are recovering from being sick. So, as much as I would love to have D&D yesterday, I was probably going to make everyone more sick. You know, I still had a bit of headache, so that wasn't going to be the best idea. Same with today. I probably shouldn't even try and run D&D. We'll see if we can get it to happen next Monday, because I won't be able to focus, I won't be able to get anything prepped, and I won't be able to speak. This is me speaking right now, and if I gotta do voices, it's gonna be very awkward for everyone. Got another bike coming up. The question is, do they want to go faster than me? Ooh, high tide. Swamp tide. And just like every other major city in Oz, that was built on a swamp. I don't know why that's the requirement. Alright, out this way. Thank you for your service. Yeah, I don't know why that's the requirement for an Australian city to be built on a swamp, so there's always a mosquito problem. I'm sure some city planner had a great idea about it. Well, it maybe has something to do with the swamp being in the nice, the bay area. Maybe that's what it has to do with. This is like the most hospitable, accessible area that sailing craft would get to. And steam craft would have, steam powered crafts would have, you know, at least trouble navigating their way into. Because pretty much other side of this, it's just sheer cliffs. Not as sheer as, let's say, Dover, or the Great Ocean Road down south, because those are some pretty fucking spectacularly tall cliffs. But definitely sheer enough that you wouldn't be able to, yes, hello plovers, that you wouldn't be able to, itchy nose, why is there this one again? That you wouldn't be able to have like a feasible reason to set up a dock there. It'd be way too much work. Alright, and left fuel again. I know, bike, baby, I know. I will give you some gasoline after I confirm that I'm not working. Which I'm 99% sure I'm not working. That being said, guys, I'll be back shortly. Hi guys, this may seem like a very, very odd video since it was bright daylight a second ago, and now it looks like it's not even the same day. And by going by that logic, you'd be absolutely correct. So I don't know exactly what happened, But my camera decided after I went into work and did those checks and whatnot that it was just gonna die and not work anymore. It wouldn't turn on, it wouldn't charge, nothing, and I have no idea what went wrong. So I, because it was a public holiday on Monday, I went into the joint on Tuesday afternoon and got it like fault checked and replaced. So here I am with a new camera of the exact same brand and model. So yeah. I'm getting a little bit better day by day. What is it? 3.5 weeks. 3.5 weeks until we leave on our trip. Oh, won't it be grand? Alright. Now, I've been asked as a favour from a contractor to go into work early, just so that they can get the job done quickly, before 8 o'clock, pretty much, before business hours start. I am very familiar with this contractor, and I trust him, and also I'll be there to make sure he doesn't do anything wrong. Joys of being a security guard. So it'll also be interesting to see how this footage turns out, because I haven't actually taken, well, nighttime footage with this camera, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know how ridiculous those lights are going to be. I don't know if it's even going to pick up anything. I hope it does. Yeah, not 23 degrees. It's very smoky out, so if you get that little distortion in the lights, I can promise you it's not just the camera, it's also the amount of smoke in the air. Alright, now that little kerfuffle's out of the way. How about for a random tangent? I was, just for the hell of it, I was looking at the iron butt challenges. Excuse me. Now, of course, there's the 1,000 miles in a day iron butt challenge, which is roughly 1,600 Ks, roughly. Which is no easy feat by any means for anyone. That being said, I have done it. I just don't have any of the receipts to prove it, so I'll have to do that again sometime. Then there was the second one, which was the 2,000 mile challenge, but there's the gold challenge, which means you do 2,000 miles in under 36 hours. And I thought that was fascinating. I'm like, that's a lot. That's truly a lot. And just to prove my point even further, I actually did the math and found that if I wanted to try that challenge, I'd have to start in Darwin, and I'd have to go past Adelaide in South Australia by about 400 Ks or something like that. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. And it's like, it's not 36 hours ride time. No. It's 36 hours total. So if I left at midnight, or not midnight, if I left at midday today, I would have until tomorrow at midnight to get to my destination. Is it possible? Yeah. Do I actually want to try it? Not really. But a part of me is feeling it. Truly feeling it. Yeah. Once again, more trucks. Because this is a new camera, I've had to mount the setup again, so I actually don't know if this is going to show the same sort of point of view as I have been. I mean, it looks close enough. I hope it's close enough. Come on, let's go. Green lights. Yeah, this guy's the one let me in. That's fine. I don't need his permission. I'm also, I think, because I have a bit more of a purpose this morning, I'm a bit more awake. I'm not tired as I normally would be. So, let's just get it up to speed. And get on our merry way. Ah, the wind. Always fun to have wind. There, just, yes I have that, yes I have that. Yep, awesome. So my experiment to try and increase the battery life of this camera was not successful, because, you know, the camera died. So I guess we're just kind of stuck unless I just quickly dosh out and get a couple of dozen little batteries for the internal of the camera, but that just doesn't seem like a good idea. It seems like it's asking for more trouble than it's worth. What else was there? Back to the Iron Butt Challenge. Is also the longest month, which is 1,000 miles every day for 30 days straight. Now that seems like a proper challenge. If money wasn't an issue, I would absolutely attempt that, and I would just start doing laps around Australia to do that. And a co-worker yesterday was like, why would you even try this? Like, well, what do you get out of it? And my response is, well, you know, I'm pretty sure every man who attempts that is bragging rights. Yes, I have the ability to to ride harder and farther than everyone else. Few things to note about that challenge. That's a lot of Ks. That's 30,000 miles, which I'm pretty sure if excuse me, if I had this bike doing it, I would have to get it serviced and tire swapped probably 3 times, not including, you know, the setup for the first one, which, you know, that will get a little bit pricey. But again, I'd only try it if money was an issue. If I won the lottery tomorrow night and won $30 million, that is, I'd probably definitely do that. I would just go, okay guys, I'm traveling, bye. And I record as much of it as possible, and yeah, we'd have some fun. Have some absolute fun. Wouldn't it be grand? I don't like these lights here. Yeah, I mean they work and all that, but light pollution, that tangent I was going on about, the weird science behind it. Well, it's not weird, I'm pretty sure it's fairly concrete. It's just, yeah, trying to explain it is not so easy. And we're up to 24 degrees. Do I get this lane to myself? Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Which means by the time I get there, or before I get there, it should go green. Right about now. Yay! How about that for timing? Sorry, Mercedes. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah. I do feel very wired, and I haven't had caffeine yet. My kitty cat wasn't too happy with me. Yeah, she was sleeping on my, I think on my, it was on my shoulder. And then my alarm went off and I got up and she was very unhappy with me. So unhappy, in fact, that when I went to pet her, she gave me a little bite to show her displeasure. So, what's going on there? Oh, it's just a light. See, things you wouldn't notice in other lights. I spot a random light in the middle of the fence that, in my mind, shouldn't be there, and oh no, it's supposed to be there. It's probably the same for America and Europe, but riding from like nighttime through till about 8 a.m. incredibly dangerous. It's that twilight hour where all the creatures decide that they need to be out and about, and they also need to be on the road. And you know, your vision's a bit compromised because of the light that's available. So things happen. Fingers crossed, touch wood. Lord be willing that nothing like that will happen on this trip. I'm also doing the tried and true tested method and my family of making sure we don't get sick on holiday, which is carrying a small pharmacy of drugs for if we do get sick, because obviously I have them with me, so why would I get sick? That's how fate works. Stuff really happens if you're not prepared for it. Plans are useless, planning is essential. Alrighty, what time is it? Oh yeah, we're gonna be there like so early. Old mate is not gonna even know what hit him. And then I do him a favor, he might do me a favor in the future. And that light's about to go out. Oh, nope, came back on. See? It's opposite. I say something, and God decrees that the opposite shall happen. Maybe not God, maybe just some twisted Loki or something like that. I'll stay in this lane. Oh yeah, thanks. Thanks, Preach. Appreciate it. Chaos. Now, I was going to ride my other bike today, the one I'm selling. So, that would have been a much different motovlog, because you would have been able to definitely hear this very loud exhaust in the background. There also would have been fuck all wind noise, because it's got a gigantic windshield. Which it's how I got it, so I never really cared to get rid of it or, you know, get a new one, something like that. Whereas this one's got a little windshield, keeps the wind off my chest, which is really where you need that for long distance. I was going to get a bigger one, and then I saw the shipping costs, which were almost double the price of the windshield themselves, and I said, fuck you. Yes, for any wondering about why this windshield looks like it's got constant water stains on it, mistakes were made in 2022. I was at a fuel stop in New South Wales, and my luck being my luck, the Bowser didn't have a proper, like was it flow cut off or something like that? But you know, when like the Bowser, it starts pumping fuel into itself. You're filling up your vehicle, and then it just clicks and cuts off because the fluid level has reached the Bowser level. So you got to like ease the Bowser out, check it, and then slowly add more by sight. So anyways, the cutoff didn't work, so I'm standing there, I'm having a good day, I'm pumping, and all of a sudden, boosh, just petrol goes flying everywhere. Not in my eyes, thank God, but it goes all over my screen, and it goes all over my windshield. Now, my priority, save the screen, because windshields are replaceable fairly easily. I'm pretty sure that screen isn't, and I don't want to have to explain on a warranty job why the screen is completely fucked. So I acted quickly and I saved the screen. I did not act quickly enough to save the windshield, and it's just kind of like a constant reminder of what petrol does to, well, anything that isn't a metal. If it's a metal, it degreases it. If it's anything else, it just eats away and eats and eats and eats. Oh, excuse me. So, with that story as the finale to this morning and this very odd double vlog, ride safe and look after each other.